Brownsville has quite a reputation for being a rough area. I mean, I know that driving through Brownsville compared to other areas in New York is a whole lot different.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. It's just, one thing I like to answer this question too, because as a young kid growing up in any urban community, whether it's Brownsville, East New York, South Jamaica, Queens, out in Atlanta, anywhere, in these urban communities, when you're young, you tend to believe that your neighborhood is the roughest neighborhood in the world. But that's because you haven't been to the ghetto in France. You haven't been to the ghetto in the UK. You know what I mean? So Brownsville is a rough neighborhood, but it's the same way, man, all around the world. There's ghettos everywhere. There's hood dudes everywhere. There's, unfortunately, there's problems and guns and bullshit everywhere you go. But Brownsville itself, like I know that life. I lived that life my whole life. So it's a rough neighborhood, and for anybody to even be able to see past, the area, see outside of the perimeter, and possibly become something bigger or better themselves, it always gets a hats off from me, man. You know what I mean?
It's safe to say that you had to learn how to fight if you lived in Brownsville.
You better know how to fight if you live in Brownsville. If not, you know what? You ain't even gotta know. You just gotta know how to survive. So, you don't gotta be the best with your hands. If you are, then that's a plus. That's good for you. But you're gonna have to fight. So if you don't know how to fight, by the time you start coming outside, you're gonna learn how to fight when you get out there.
I remember reading an old interview with you guys. It was maybe Double XL. I mean, this is years ago, maybe 98, 97, something like that. And it talked about when you guys were younger, you used to hang out on the roof and shoot at people and make bets on who actually is the best shot.
Yeah. A dime bag of weed, bro. It's sad though, Vlad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real bad thing. You know what I'm saying? When I think about it as a grown man, but I mean that's what we knew. That's what we were into. That's what we thought was cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's really bad, bro. That's all I gotta say, man. It's a bad situation, man. But that's the kind of things that we did, because realistically, bro, like we didn't have any parks. We had no parks. You know what I mean? No parks. The father figures were mostly all gone. Like most of my friends, I knew my entire life, and I don't know their fathers. Some of them don't know their fathers themselves. You know what I mean? So we didn't have anything to do but kind of entertain each other with the toys that we had, and we didn't have bicycles and basketballs, and you know what I mean? We didn't go skating. Atari was way too much. It was a whole $150. You know what I'm saying? For the system. So it's like, well, what else can we do? We getting these things over here for $200, and then we're scrambling to get money over here. So our fun was, either beat people with bats and golf clubs, or, get on the roof and bet a dime bag of weed if you can hit somebody from a block and a half away. It's just the truth, bro. It's just what we did on a day-to-day to entertain ourselves and keep our name planted firmly throughout the community, so people know that, that on Saratoga Avenue, on St. Mark's Avenue, those young boys up there, they got a load of them, and they don't mind sharing them. You know what I mean? So, and that's the way that you had to survive in Brownsville. It's still that way. If you go through Brownsville today, it looks good. Like, it looks amazing. They got these new little houses they put up on all the, where all the lots was and everything, and it looks like a great, nice neighborhood. I actually took the kids through there, and they were happy. They was like, "Oh, we want to go back again." And I'm looking at them like, "You sure?"